Okay, so today's video is to discuss the praxis test, which I'll give you hard copies during block number 1 of this week. But I do want to work it out in case if you're feeling very ambitious and want to do the praxis test early. So the real test will be very close to praxis. I know I said it last time. This time I actually do mean it. It's going to be almost identical, just different equations, different numbers. So first one, you're asked to find f of negative 2 if f of x equals all that. Two ways you can do it. My preference is to use synthetic substitution. So you have negative 1, 0 because there's no x4 term, 53, negative 2, negative 60, and 15. On the outside I'll put negative 2 because that's what you're plugging in. Drop down to negative 1, multiply it, get 2, add it, repeat the process, multiply it, add it, repeat the process, multiply it, add it, repeat the process. So you want to gain negative 265. Or you could do this, which is not probably the wisest thing to do, but you could do this. It's just a lot of work and a lot of calculations. But again, it could be done this way. I think it'll be 32 plus, trying to be the human calculator here, minus 424, I think. Minus 8 plus 120 plus 15. Yeah, I told you it's not a very pleasant problem. But you would get negative 265 if you worked out this way as well. So I don't know. Those are your kind of two options. Synthetic's probably a little better. Number 2 is a little bit more recent. So you're asked to graph this equation. Your x-intercepts will be the following. 3 and negative 1. The y-intercept, when you plug in 0 for x, should be, let's see here. You get negative 1/3 times 9 times 1. So it'll be negative 3. So 3 and negative 1 are your x-intercepts. And y-intercept is negative 3. Okay. The end behavior, so the EB, the degree is going to be odd, and the leading coefficient is going to be negative. So we expect the arrows to be like this. So my graph will roughly look something kind of like that. And we expect to bounce because of that right there. Because when you had x minus 3 squared, the 3 shows up twice, so there'll be a bounce there. So that'll be your graph for number 2. Number 3, you're asked to show negative 1 plus psi is 0, but its conjugate is not. And then explain. So here I got 1, 2, got no x term, and then negative 2 plus 2i. So let's first try negative 1 plus I. And we expect to be 0 here because that's part of the factor theorem. Drop the 1 down, multiply it, add it. Multiply this is not going to be pleasant, but work it out. You get negative 1 minus I plus I squared, which one's becoming negative 2. Drop it down, multiply it, you get 2 minus 2i. So that works. Now, for its conjugate, so I did negative 1 minus I. Here's what's going to happen. Bring the 1 down, then 1 minus I, 1 minus I. Okay, so now I'm going to have to multiply these two together. So you still get negative 2. Interesting. Bring it down. And then you get 2 plus 2i. So it winds up becoming 4i. So that's why that's not a 0, but that one is. And also explain why the complex conjugate theorem is not contradicted. That's because not all coefficients were real for f of x. The complex conjugate theorem only works when all coefficients are real. Since they're not all real, that's why it's not contradicted. Alright, 4 and 5. You have to find all zeros for the given function. So in this case, we got to do the p over q business. Plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 13, plus or minus 26, all over plus or minus 1. Which is basically plus or minus 1, plus or minus 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 13, plus or minus 26. Put in your coefficients and test away. So let's test 1. 1, 1, 1. Negative 6, negative 6, 21, 21, negative 26. Bingo. So 1 definitely works. So now this becomes x cubed minus 6x squared plus 21x minus 26. Let's try it again. And we'll have the same possibilities. So let's try 1 again, because 1 could work twice. No way. So let's try again. Let's try negative 1. No way. Let's try again. Let's try 2. Okay, I think we may have a winner. Good. So 2 works. So now this becomes x squared minus 4x plus 13 equals 0. I will ask for exact answers. And plus this is non-calc, so you can't even use a calculator. So you do quad form, negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So you want to gain 4 plus or minus, I think it'll be root 36 or root negative 36 divided by 2, which will wind up reducing to 2 plus or minus 3i. Just give 1 minute. So 2 plus or minus 3i. So those are your 4 answers, because we have degree 4. For the last one, number 5, and then I'll end this video so it's not too long, and then I'll do another video for part 2, because this practice test will be in 2 parts. What I would do is I would factor out an x and a 4. So it's just a little bit of factoring if you think about it. x4 minus 3x squared minus 4. And of course we're trying to find the zeros. At the same time I'm going to factor this. x squared minus 4 plus 1. So 4x equals 0. X squared minus 4 equals 0. X squared plus 1 equals 0. So x equals 0. X equals plus minus 2. Or in this case, x will equal plus minus I, if you were to work that one out. And the reason why that's true is because x squared equals negative 1, and we square up both sides, you are squaring a negative number. So that gets 5 answers. So, you know, it's going to be very close. The real test will be very close to this. So I'll go and stop this video, and then I'll do another one for part 2 very shortly.